Yesterday, the Nassau County Republican Party, the party that, by the way, gave us George Santos to begin with, publicly came out in a press conference calling on Santos to resign because, as they put it, he has violated the public's trust. Here's a full statement. This is from North Hempstead Town Supervisor Jennifer DeCina. She said, quote, "Today, I'm calling on George Santos to immediately resign from Congress for the 3rd District. The lies George Santos told are too numerous to count. He lied to me personally when he sought my endorsement, and while I'm offended and disgusted at his deceit, my true concern is for the residents of the 3rd Congressional District. He has betrayed the public's trust and given insincere, glib, and insulting answers when asked legitimate questions about his background." And see, I think that's what's pissing them off the most. Take, for example, yesterday, Adam Kinzinger said that, Santos should resign. He said that on Twitter. Santos responded with a quote tweet saying, "Why don't you go cry about it on CNN?" So Santos is clearly not taking this seriously. Reporters asked him yesterday as well, like, hey, they want you to resign. Your own party, the people that elevated you, think you need to get the hell out of here. Are you going to resign? And he said no. And then later in the day, Kevin McCarthy was asked to weigh in on it. And you know what McCarthy said? Well, I'm not going to ask him to. I think it's up to the voters to decide that. So he wants to let Santos sit. And of course, he has very good reason to want Santos to not resign or be forced out of office, and that is because Santos flipped the district from blue to red. It was a traditionally Democratic district, but that was a pickup seat for the Republicans. So if Santos gets booted for being a fraud, you think those people who traditionally vote Democrat are going to go back and vote for another Republican? Hell no, they're not. So they would lose that seat, not just while the county sets up a special election, but they would probably lose it for good. Kevin McCarthy can't risk that when he's got such a narrow majority as it is. But that is a reality he's probably going to have to face at some point because Santos is under investigation from international federal authorities, state authorities here in the United States, local authorities back in his district, authorities in Washington, D.C., like 4 different investigations at least that we know of, with possibly another Federal Elections Commission investigation in the pipeline. So at least 4, possibly up to 5 very soon. And it's not just, little odds and ends trying to pick on him. We're talking about potentially serious crimes, including fraud and deception. And that could actually put Santos away in prison. So the guy's got a very, shaky future at this point. Yesterday also, the Democrats, the day after they filed their ethics complaint with him to the newly gutted Office of Congressional Ethics, yesterday a group of Democrats who have military experience sent a letter to Kevin McCarthy begging him to not give Santos access to classified information that he might be privy to as a member of Congress. They say this guy is a national security threat. Those are the words they used, a national security threat. Willing to bet Kevin McCarthy, just like the calls to resign, is going to say that no, that's not up for me to decide, even though it's literally up for you to decide, because he's a coward. And of course, he can't risk losing that seat to the Democrats. So for now, Santos is going to stay. He is definitely not going to resign. He's not going to get kicked out by McCarthy or his other Republicans. So we're going to have to wait and see if authorities finally close in on him. Otherwise, we might have to deal with this crackpot for the next 2 years. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.